I want to read something to you from an interview that Politico did with Donald Trump this week that I think could be incredible fodder for Democrats as they want to try to retake the House and the Senate. All right, let me read you the exchange. This is Politico's Dasha Burns interviewing Donald Trump. She says, "I do want to talk about the economy, sir, here at home, and I wonder what grade you would give your economy." And Donald Trump replies, A+. Burns, A+. Trump, yeah, A+++++. Now, we know Donald Trump is always going to give himself a great grade anytime he's asked to grade anything he's ever done in history, right? I mean, he's always the best, is the biggest, right? I get all those things. But the problem here is that Donald Trump looks deeply out of touch when you are giving yourself an A with 5 pluses for your economy. Because poll after poll, in fact, a poll came out, a Reuters Ipsos poll came out today that shows 56% of Americans are unhappy about what Donald Trump has done to address the cost of living in this country, while 31% of people approve of what he's done. Those numbers are not unique. Those numbers are everywhere. Every poll shows 2 things. People are very unhappy with the state of the economy. 3 things. People are unhappy with the state of the economy. They think prices are still too high, and they put the blame on Donald Trump's doorstep. Those things are true. So what you run into if you are a Republican in a swing seat or state, easy for me to say, in the House or the Senate, is you have a president who's probably the only guy who can try to convince people that the economy is actually better than they think it is, who is saying everything is perfect right now, and it's a huge, not more than perfect, A++++++, I think I got that right. That's a mismatch with the lived reality that people are having. And that's a gigantic political problem. And look, you don't have to look all that far back to understand how big a political problem. Joe Biden, 2023, is talking about, and even early 2024, talking about how great the economy is, that it's really picking up, that the GDP is in a good place, that CPI looks good, all these acronyms that no regular person understands. But the problem was when people went to the grocery store, it cost more money, and they didn't like that. They felt like they couldn't rent or buy the home they wanted. They felt like a car that they wanted to buy was out of reach. The point is, Joe Biden saying things are good and getting better didn't match with how the average American lived. And when you have a president of the United States saying that he would give his economy an A++++++, and people are saying over and over again, telling pollsters things cost more, I don't feel like the economy's headed in the right direction, and I blame Donald Trump, man, that's a problem. That back and forth between Dasha Burns and Donald Trump that I just went through is on video. If I was a Democratic ad maker or a Democratic candidate, I would clip that video and I would put it in every ad I ran. You say, housing is costing more, groceries cost more, you can't afford health care. But here's what Donald Trump says about the economy, and you just play that clip because it makes him look deeply out of touch. Now, again, is he that out of touch? I don't know. I mean, some of this is Donald, it doesn't really matter, but I would say some of this is, as I mentioned at the start, some of this is that Donald Trump always has to say, like, if you say give me a grade, he's always going to say A+. He's never going to say B+, which is what he should have said. B+, solid, but we've got more work to do, but I feel that we're going to get to an A by the end of the semester or whatever. He doesn't do any of that. But it doesn't really matter why he's saying what he's saying, because when you have a clip like that, that is politically toxic. It's on video. It can be cut. It can be shared. And if I was Democrats, I would be doing it from today until Election Day in videos, on social media, in campaign ads eventually. It's just a colossally stupid thing to say. It's right along the lines with Donald Trump saying that affordability, the word affordability, is a Democratic hoax. People don't believe that. Elections are not about what you, the politician, believe. They're about what the people believe. The people who are going to vote for you. In Donald Trump's case, he doesn't have to worry. He's not going to be on the ballot again. But all of those House members who are sitting in, Trump +5, +6 districts or worse, and people like Susan Collins in Maine, the Michigan Senate race, Mike Rogers, the North Carolina Senate race with Michael Whatley, I would be very, very concerned that you have a president of the United States saying that his economy is an A+++++, when most people think it's a C at best. And I don't think Donald Trump's going to change, and I think that's why it's a huge problem for Republicans. He just handed Democrats a ready-made campaign ad. The second one he's done already this year, calling affordability a hoax and saying that he gives himself an A+++, it's not going to work. In fact, it's going to backfire in a major way against Republicans unless he stops doing it, and I don't have any expectation he will. All right, that's it for me. I hope you hit that subscribe button. If you do, you'll get content like this every single day, weekday that is, and I will continue to grow as an independent news creator. Win-win. Okay, everyone, take care.